Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the fair city of Dublin. We're at the City West for the Skybet World Grand Prix. Time to meet the ace from Stoke-on-Trent. It's Chris Mason! Ladies and gentlemen, from Ledbury in Herefordshire, it's the Raging Bull, Terry Jenkins.
Chris Mason beat Colin Osborne, twice quarter-finalist at the match play. How dearly he would love to win a first major televised title. Likewise, Terry Jenkins, finalist so many times. Will it be his week to pick up that £50,000 first prize? Commentators Nigel Pearson and Dave Lanning.
Yes, there's 15 places between them in the rankings, so it ought to be one-way traffic for Terry Jenkins, but with this man, Chris Mason, you never know, and that's what makes it such a tantalising prospect. Mason, the great enigma, on his night he can be electrifying, but if he's just off the boil, he can be pretty useless. Anyway, perhaps that's not doing justice, but we know this little fellow, Nigel, it will be neat, tidy, economical and effective.
And I'm sure he'll be vastly improved on Monday night as well in that victory over Wayne Jones. He was a set down, it was 2-1 down in the second set, hit a 180 and a double 9 to level it all up. And many believe he got out of jail on that occasion, but he missed a host of doubles to open his scoring. And that's an aspect of his game, Dave, that he'll be looking to improve on here in the longer version after the quick fire shots of the first round.
Jenkins with the first thoughts, must start with the double and finish with them. Mason can be so infuriating and he can be so exhilarating. Could be one of those nights, if he is in the mood, then sit back and enjoy the ride.
Jenkins started 2007 ranked 7th in the world rankings, moved up to 4. And this man, Mason, went up 3 places with his victory over Osborne, 18th this morning in the world rankings. And if he goes on and wins the tournament, he may just edge into the Premier League in the new year. Tall order, I know. But so far, so good this week at the City West for these two players.
Jenkins, of course, has played in 3 major finals of Premier League, the Las Vegas Classic and the World Match Play. And he seems to have choked at that stage, but en route to those finals, he's been mightily effective.
99.
Absolutely, Dave, and speaking of the rankings, Adrian Gray went up to 36 from 49 at the start of the year, moved up to 36 this morning. I wonder where he will be
66.
after tonight's action in the PDC Order of Merit.
Mason then with 23-gram unicorn darts swinging around the board looking for open
42.
targets. And there is his Lady Lorna on the right of your picture with Sylvia Barneveld looking on in the wives gallery. There's a fair few bitten fingernails and perspiration
43.
as the ladies of the players watch and wait and wonder and often pray.
Place in the quarterfinals at stake here, so understandably the pressure mounts with every single round. Jenkins, remember, with the throw, but if you don't get off to a good early point-scoring start by hitting the double, you can find yourself in a spot of bother. But Mason with a chance here.
Needs 2 trebles, not that one though. And now should come out looking at 57 treble 19.
82.
Jenkins to take the first leg with the throw then. Treble 19 top, sets himself up beautifully now. The bull, Terry Jenkins. Now he will go for double 10 to take the lead.
77.
Mason will return and try and punish that mistake.
74 treble 14 should be the first target. 20 would leave double top to take the leg against the darts. Chris Mason.
54.
Not that time for Mace the ace, and surely this time Terry Jenkins lays the marker down. Come on, he says to himself. Double 5 now for Jenkins. Little bit of relief for the man from Ledbury who has had a wonderful year on the circuit. And he takes that lead, but it's gone with the throw. Mason now looking to hit back.
New score.
But fails to score, and now Jenkins can take advantage, and such is the structure of this game. Jenkins can, of course, now take full advantage, but he hasn't. He's failed to score on his first visit. He could have stolen the throw back effectively, looking to pounce.
Off and running, Chris Mason.
60.
He trails 1-0. It's early doors. This is Terry Jenkins, one of the fastest movers up the charts in darts in the past 18 months.
Yep, quick mover up the charts and ultimately hoping that he'll be top of the pops. Terry Jenkins.
And it's fascinating you should say that, Nigel,
60.
because his walk-on music now has become such a feature of his game. And bully. It's a big joke among the players that there's probably an aging hippie somewhere around Los Angeles who is getting royalties from the darts and wondering who the hell Terry Jenkins can be, that suddenly is providing him with a source of income. I think the hit was back in 1967, but well, we've got Amarillo back in the charts.
60.
I wonder if Terry Jenkins can do it for Sam the Sham.
Good times, great oldies. Jenkins it is then.
60.
Quiet opening, shadow boxing at this stage. Just seen how matches can suddenly change. We saw in that first match between Mark Dudbridge and Andy Jenkins how we just jogged along happily enough as Jenkins ups the pace there with that 180 following the third dart home. That opening match though, Nigel, suddenly the last leg or two,
60.
it became stratospheric for Tuzov. Should be 13s now, treble 13. Not really on his game at the moment, Terry Jenkins.
90.
And Mason with a big finish here, 138. Needs an opening treble.
Well, Jenkins now to break the throw and go 2-0 ahead in this first set of the game. Best of 5, remember, needs tops. Double 20, Jenkins, superb. Mason frustrated.